Welcome to the palace of OLUAJE of AJEGUNLE. A palace that I once called my home. My house was once a peaceful home, until the situation started turning from peaceful to miserable. My father had many houses and many wives. I was at the time living in London, and by the time I was called that he was dead, his body was not in the palace. So I was curious as to why and started asking questions. My little sister explained that there was a fight. She said my junior brother had come in with some men of the community. My father was sleeping at the time, and when he woke up to them, he fought back with a stick. They overpowered him, and as he was struggling with them, so they hit him on the head and he collapsed. The people ran away with my brother, and my stepmom carried him to the hospital. Moreover, by the time my sister had explained to me, it had been 5 days. She further explained that the clothes he wore to bed that day was taken to the back of the house and was burned. With rage, I wanted them to immediately call the police, but his body was on the way back from the hospital and no one would call the police. By the time the body arrived back home, his chiefs wouldn't allow my senior brother to unwrap him because he was already wrapped and ready to be buried. Furiously, my senior brother rejected there and unwrapped him. What he saw was beyond what he could comprehend. His head collapsed in his hand. He had been decapitated. His neck was completely broken, blood was everywhere, he was merely a bunch of meat put together and wrapped for people to see. My brother's explanation destroyed me. I told him to call the police, which he did. I was packing my bag when he called back that I must not come home if I wanted to leave, that my stepmother said that they were waiting for me. Also, he informed me that the police would not intervene, that they explained that it was an order from President Olusegun Obasanjo, my father's best friend at the time. That no matter what might be going on, we must maintain peace and sort the problems by ourselves. Further to my amazement was how effective they quickly silenced everybody, and my senior sister went to report my father's death on National T.V. that he died of electric shock. Till date, 4 of my siblings have died, and these greedy men are taking his properties by giving money to one member of the family, then plotting to kill any of the siblings that they think might be standing in the way. My name is Óba Adenekan. I live in London, and I'm surrounded by the people whose intentions are to eliminate me.